Suicide Squad. All right, so
going straight for the jugular.
Before we get into this, let me run you through what Suicide Squad is, because I know this one is not quite on the Batman, Superman, Star Wars hype train yet. Suicide Squad is basically... Actually, I don't really know a ton about it because I'm not into the comics as much as some people, but it does have Will Smith, has Margot Robbie, I think is her name, from Wolf on Wall Street, Harley Quinn, the Joker's in it. He's not part of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But he
Jared
is...
Leto's just going to be in the background.
Yeah. Well, I think it's setting up the Batman movie that's going to come after Batman, Superman. So Suicide Squad is coming. A lot of people are really, really pumped about it. I'm kind of on the fence. I have a lot of faith in it based on the people who are in it. Jared Leto especially, because I know you're probably going to rant about Jared Leto or something.
He's kind of a bitch, but yeah.
But Jared Leto is one of those actors who does very good movies. Dallas Buyers Club, Requiem for a Dream, Alexander. Even Alexander wasn't like the highest level, but it was still a high quality movie. He always picks movies that are well made, well written, and surrounded with talent. So I think that and Will Smith, two very good actors, kind of show you that this movie is going the right direction.
My biggest issue, and I understand that through these videos I've come across very negative.
Little bit. Little bit.
Just a little.
A little pessimistic attitude.
I might view the glass as half empty, but beyond that, I truly enjoy watching movies. I've watched a shit ton in my small lifetime, and I feel that I have a great appreciation for a lot of variety. But I watched that trailer, and the fuck. You got that many actors who have the repertoire and the resumes that they have, and I watched the trailer and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm not even sure what the fuck is going on. You just got Will Smith going, "We're the Suicide Squad," and then Jared Leto going, "I'm gonna hurt you," and you got Harley Quinn just fucking hanging from a cage, just kind of like going, is she drooling on herself? I thought she was supposed to be sinister, not adolescent.
Well, the Suicide Squad, I actually, like you said, I don't get much plot from the trailer. I think the trailer's main purpose, especially like an early trailer, is supposed to show you like, look, big movie stars, yay! Anyone who's really into Will Smith or Jared Leto is automatically going to watch this movie. So show the audience that.
How the fuck do you get hyped on something when you watch 30 seconds of it and go, I know just as much about it now as I did before I watched it.
Well, like I said, it's showing very surface people. There's two types of people that are going to see this no matter what. The people who are really, really into comics, who read it and are really into it, and want to see...
If they can get out of their mom's basement for the weekend, hopefully.
That's a big part of our base that you're throwing the shots at. So there's the comic people, and then number two, there's the people like my mom, who are like, Will Smith? Oh my god!
Isn't that just a sweet little piece of chocolate?
Oh my god, Will Smith and Jared Leto. I loved him in Dallas Buyers Club dressed up like that pretty woman.
He was just delightful.
He was so pretty.
He was all like, "Hello," and I was like, "Holla back, bitch."
Yeah. So I mean, those are the two people they're marketing to with the intro trailer. It gets you warmed up to the idea that it is happening. We don't get any idea what the plot's going to be. The only clue that is going around the internet right now is that Jared Leto's Joker, he apparently kills Robin, because if you pay close attention to Batman vs. Superman trailer, there's a shot with Robin's armor in like a display case or a glass case, and it says like, "You failed the ones you loved," or something along those lines. And I believe a lot of people are making the connection that the Joker killed Robin, and it's really going to unload this very dark storyline that's going to connect. Like Suicide Squad and Batman Superman are going to be very, very connected. And I am very intrigued because of that. So that is one reason I'm getting kind of pumped for it.
I do also want to say that as far as imposing characters come, typically a villain's usually a bigger guy, a little bit more ferocious in appearance. And just out of curiosity, I compared Heath Ledger versus Jared Leto. Jared Leto, 5'9", averages probably somewhere in the 150 to 160 pounds.
So me, basically?
Yeah, pretty much. You're a little bitch. Versus Heath Ledger, who came in at 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah, but
very menacing, muscly build.
Was he menacing? There wasn't a time in the entire Dark Knight where he ever physically threatened Batman.
It's not so much that it's physical, but even in a dialogue, if somebody's standing and they're looking down on you, that adds a little bit to it.
I think his face makeup, the fact that he always had a knife and was surrounded by his henchmen, was what made him scary. I don't think him being 6 feet
half the time
was
he didn't
super
have
important.
henchmen.
Yeah, but I mean, he always has a blade. He always has some type of plan, or 3 dogs that charge Batman right off the bat. But he loses every fight that he has with Batman. He's all about the plan, the psychology.
Yeah,
he's all about
point,
like that type of stuff.
You can't compare a fist fight between the Joker and Batman.
You are.
No. But what I'm saying is, in Batman's case, I mean, fucking Batman had bionic mechanics put into his suit so that way he could fall fucking 50 feet and jump fucking 20.
Yeah.
I mean, if he punches you in the face, it's like a fucking bottle rocket behind the fist. But the point is,
a good villain, a brawny good villain, has been done so many times. And the smart, psychological villain has been done a lot, but not quite as much.
I'm not even saying that he has to be a physical specimen. I'm just saying the height adds to a little bit more of an imposing character.
I think it's pretty minimal, especially in film, when you can control the angle, you can control the juxtaposition of how the actors are standing. I think that's such a minimal critique. Minimal.
But I think it's kind of.
I think you're viewing a Dallas Buyers Club Jared Leto.
You're going from Arnold Schwarzenegger over to Betty Boop.
Yeah, a little exaggerated on that point, a little bit. But to be fair, I actually like the direction this Joker is going. And there is a theory about the Joker, which is going around that the Joker is not actually the same person. The Joker is different people who are picking up the mantle, who suffer from different types of mental illnesses, but they might not necessarily be the same person. And that explains why the Joker changes appearance drastically from a really long hair, gross, worn down Joker to a more fake teeth, tattooed, short hair Joker. But the point is,
that kind of defeats the purpose of the character.
I don't know. That's a theory. I don't know if that's true.
It's a shitty theory. I'm gonna wipe my ass with that theory tomorrow morning.
Well, the theory aside, the fact that they're going a different direction with the Joker, I really appreciate. The last thing I want to see is a Heath Ledger copy. I think, and you don't want to copy Jack Nicholson. He was very, very silly, but was able to do a lot of damage.
Jack Nicholson perfectly portrayed the most traditional form of the Joker.
He was a silly gangster type of villain.
He was exactly what the comic book intended the Joker to be before interpretation got involved.
And then Heath Ledger switched it up in the Dark Nolan universe, and he became a very hyper-intelligent sociopath, where he talked about never planning things, but he sure as hell planned a lot of shit throughout that movie.
Yeah,
Jared Leto...
If that was freeballing, I would love to be able to freeball on that level.
Yeah, exactly. And Jared Leto seems more psychopath impulse control issue, more of a, I want to inflict pain, I want to do damage now. Heath Ledger was more of a planner, get into people's head, make other people do things. I think Leto will be...
so to speak.
Yeah, I think Leto will be more of a direct... a little less cunning, but more of a present threat than Heath Ledger. So I'm very interested to see that.
That'll be worth a view.
Yeah, they're clones, right?
They all look exactly like him, and every representation up until this point, they're all from his DNA. So all I want to know is, how did we get Wesley Snipes Stormtrooper?